In this video, I'm going to show you how to access and use the stats calculator for your Chapter 3 homework. As you can see, I'm already logged in to the Blackboard course, and I'm going to access the calculator by first going to our assignments, then clicking in the Module 1 folder, scrolling down Chapter 3 Homework and Materials, scrolling down and clicking on the Stats Calculator icon. This will open up a new web page, and this web page has various calculators for statistics. If you've been working in the Chapter 3 homework, you know that some of the calculations can be intensive and time-consuming by hand. The stats calculator allows you to do things on the computer and either check your work or use it as your answer in some cases. We have a calculator for the mean, median, and mode. We have a calculator for the standard deviation. We have a geometric mean calculator, as well as various others. Right now, we're going to focus on the standard deviation calculator. So I'm going to click on that. That opens up another page, and it brings up this screen. From here, I'm going to now go ahead and type in our data set. You can use both positive and negative numbers. However, make sure that you separate each number with a comma. So I'm going to begin. We'll start with the data set 2, comma, 5, comma, minus 12, comma, 4, comma, 8, comma, minus 16. Once I've typed in my data set with commas, now I'm going to hit the Calculate button. This gives you the following results. It tells you how many numbers are in the data set. It tells you the mean. You do not want to use the word average. You want to use the word mean. Use the correct terminology. It also gives you the standard deviation, the variance, population standard deviation, and the variance of the population. Very important that you don't get the standard deviations and the variances confused. We, most of the time, will be using the standard deviation of the sample. So you will be using the one that says standard deviation. Many times they do not include the word sample with it. If they do not include the word sample with it, that means it still comes from the sample. If it comes from the population, it will always have the word population in front of it. Again, primarily we work with samples, so we are going to be using the standard deviation of the sample. You can use these numbers for answers. You may also need to use these numbers for other formulas, for instance, the coefficient of variation. That concludes this video on how to use a stats calculator.